Alright, so we just need to review my lesson plan for what I will be teaching. So this is my first time I'll record teaching myself. And these are my standards, so they're just three out of the 5 that we have for our school district. And I feel like these fit towards what I'm teaching. So physical active lifestyle, personal and social responsibility, and personal fitness, because I am teaching about resting heart rate and max heart rate. The objectives, when the kids will learn, they'll know how to do their max heart rate, their resting heart rate. This includes how to measure their resting heart rate, how to calculate their heart rate, and then just what are things that cause your heart rate to go up, so, and also why your heart rate could be low. The vocabulary that they'll learn is heartbeat, heart rate, resting heart rate, and max heart rate. And then for student diversity, so for my Spanish speaking kids, I have 2 of them in that class. I'll hand out with this in Spanish. Well, actually, there's the last video I showed a thing of a lesson plan with heart rate. Remember that? It was a handout. I'll hand that out in Spanish.
Okay.
Then students exercising with disabilities, I'll give them a partner to help monitor them, so maybe they don't have to do the actual running or physical activity, but they can learn to calculate it by having a partner. And then students who struggle with math, because you do have to do a math equation, 220 minus your. So I'll just make sure there was somebody who's good with math. And then my formative and summative assessments. After I hand it out, I will give them time to practice it and actually calculate all of their stuff. And then at the end, I'm going to go up to each person and have them answer 3 questions about our handout. They can either show it to me or they can read it to me. And then my summative, and then I'll review it twice throughout the semester to see if they remember it. And then my end of the year test, I'll incorporate some questions about max heart rate, resting heart rate. Just the big ideas, I want them to understand that the heart rate and max heart rate is something that's super important to working out, because you should know how to push yourself and you should know your max heart rate. You should see, your max energy that you're.
And one thing that you can do, because a lot of time, because we only have 45 minutes, is when you're asking the questions, one thing that I usually do is I'll bring them all together and I'll check for understanding with the entire group. And I'll just say, hey, who can answer how to get your max heart rate, and have them raise your hand and kind of check for understanding that way. Or you can just call on someone yourself and just tell them all to be ready to answer a question. That way you don't have to go through all of them to each student. And save you a little time.
Any other big ideas that I'm missing for basically why they're learning about heart rate and max heart rate?
And one thing that you can add in there is you can talk to them about, find something to tell them why it's important or it's health related. And talk about like heart disease and stuff like that, and to incorporate something like that.
Okay, and then discussion questions, which are on the handout. Just what is their heart rate, what's my resting heart rate, what is my max heart rate, how do I find my max heart rate, what's the equation, and what are factors that increase my heart rate, and why is this important to working out. And then we have a couple things from the knowledge and skills, and I just picked the ones that fit what this is. So creative thinking and social skills and collaboration. They get to be creative on which exercise they want to do to get their max heart rate. And then social skills and collaboration, they're going to be working with partners and testing each other's heart rates and stuff.
Yeah, I like your discussion questions. It'd be just good to bring them all together and be able to talk about those things, have good class discussions. I like that.
All right, and then kind of how I'm going to do, I'm just going to introduce the heart rate with I'm going to hand the handout and then introduce everything, then show them how to get the number of the resting heart rate and then how to calculate it. So I'll be their example, like I'll run 2 or 3 times around the track and then we'll test my max heart rate. And the students will split up into partners and talk about heart rate. Then they'll actually do a workout and get their max heart rate, and then we'll review at the end. That's what we're gonna do in the activity. I'm gonna let them choose which workout they wanna do. Yeah, that's kind of it. And just at the end, these are the things that we'll review at the end of class. Basically, what your resting heart rate, what your max heart rate is, what do the counts mean in your beats to get your heart rate, and what causes your heart rate to go up.
I like it. I think this is a good lesson plan, but, you know, you put a lot of thought into it and it's very detailed. I like it.
And then at the end, this is, after I teach it, I can go back in and say, just talk about it, and then you can say what you maybe do different. I'd add it there when I teach it.
Yeah.
Sweet.